Alright, what's up everybody, it's Tanner, and last night I posted on Instagram saying to leave me a question of any sort, didn't care what it was, and I got a better reaction than I thought. So with that being said, we're doing a Q&A video, and let's get right into this. Alright, Zach Froman asked, what's your ideal penis length? For me, it's not really about length. It's about a combination of length and girth. And just remember, long and thin will go far in, but short and thick will do the trick. TLC BMX, oh that's me. Sherby Bangin 69 asked, have you ever been arrested? Yeah, a few times. First time I got arrested, I was considered a runaway from home, and the cop came and picked me up at the local park and brought me home. The second time I got arrested was, I don't really remember the second time I got arrested. One time a cop was rolling through the same local park again. It was actually my uncle, and I was super drunk and I punched a window, and he he told me he'd either give me a minor or he'd bring me to the hospital to get my stomach pumped because I blew 6 times over the legal limit. And I chose the minor, but instead he arrested me, took me to the hospital, and I actually escaped the hospital that night when there was like tornadoes and shit. But I've never actually went to jail. So Micah Sandman asks, what's the funniest, best, and worst part about having a kid at your age? The funniest part would probably be when she falls. That's hilarious. Like the other day, she tried to kick a ball and her foot caught on the ball and she fell straight to her face. So that was pretty comical. The best part is definitely watching them grow up. I mean, it sucks at the same time, but it's awesome to see them grow up and learn more things. The worst part would probably be not having enough time for things and not being able to do things on your own. Like, I can never take a shit in peace, and definitely cuts into masturbation time. So Lucas Lage BMX asks, what is it like being thick as fuck, and have you ever had a crush? Well, being thick as fuck, it's not easy. I got guys sliding into my DMs on Instagram all the time. And I feel like you asked that question because you know that I'm wearing yoga pants right now. And have I ever had a crush? Hell yeah, I had a crush. Feels like it was just yesterday. Went to daycare for the first time and I saw this beautiful blonde 4-year-old. She was awesome and we fucking hit it off. It was great. God, it's fucking freezing out here. Jordan St. Michael asked, what was or still is your favorite BMX track to race at, and why was it your favorite? I would have to pick Fergus Falls I-94 Raceway because, I don't know, it was always super fun racing there, super well-maintained track, and I don't think I ever lost there. Lonely Floater asked, where do you see yourself in 5 years, and how would you expect to change people's lives during that time frame? 5 years from now, I see my YouTube channel growing a lot, and that's just, you know, hopes and dreams, but I definitely think that that's going to go well, and I like to make people laugh and keep people super positive, so hopefully it's a lot happier and more positive world in the next 5 years. Alfredo Mancuso asked, what inspired you to start a channel? What inspired me to start a channel? Honestly, not just saying this because I'm a fanboy, but Alfredo had a huge part in inspiring me to start a new channel because he does daily vlogs and they're always interesting, and he's just an all-around cool guy. Another guy that really inspired me was Casey Neistat. Casey's a pimp and he makes some of the best videos on YouTube by far. Probably BMX asked, what was your worst crash on your bike? My worst crash would probably have to be the time that I had a broken foot and I went to hit a big double at my buddy's house and I got way too much speed, thinking that the cast on my foot was gonna really reduce my ability to ride, and I bailed off my bike, and when I landed first, then my bike landed and my peg stuck into my back, and now I have a scar of a round peg on my lower back, and that's how I cracked vertebrae in my back. Sick for like a couple days. The fuck? I had to move this fucking interview inside, or this Q&A. It's so goddamn cold out. So sorry if the audio is not the best. There's a lot of background noise in my house. It's probably my brother Hunter. Holy fuck, boys. My goddamn camera just fell off the windowsill that I had it on. But it's okay. It's not, I caught it. I'm glad I was standing close enough to catch that. Alright, so back to the question about learning backflips. My brother Hunter definitely had a big part in that. He joined gymnastics for a couple days, and when he did that, he realized that they wanted to start him out really low on the chain, and he already knew everything, so he definitely inspired me to learn them when I saw him do backflips off the couch for the first time. Brad BMX asked, earliest memory of BMX. My earliest memory of the actual sport of BMX would probably be when I first started racing. I think I was 4 maybe when I started racing. Maybe I was older, I don't really remember, but I remember my dad came home and he brought me and my brother a new bike, and it was a Redline Proline Mini, or Super Mini maybe, with the super skinny tires, and I was really pissed that he got me a bike with the skinny tires because I wanted a bike like all the pros, you know, like the full-size 20-inch bike, and yeah, but then I rode it and I fell in love with it like instantly. Sharanda Belmer asked, if you won $1 million, what would you buy with it? If I won $1 million, the first thing that I would do was probably get my grandma Jody all the treatments that she needs to be normal again, I guess you could say, and feel a lot better, because she is pretty, not sick, but she is very hurting. She hurts a lot, and I would do that. But other than that, I would buy a nice house for my family and I, and definitely pay back money to my dad. For sure. Sharanda Belmer said, also, what are your intentions with my sister, and are you going to keep hiding your new relationship with the fridge behind her back? My intentions with your sister, within the next 7 years probably, I would maybe propose to her, and we'll see what happens from that point. And about the whole relationship with the fridge, I think I'm going to keep going with that. The fridge treats me really well. It doesn't complain when I, you know, ride it too rough, per se. I'll insert the clip of why she asked that right here.
Like the cool blue light. Like the cool blue light.
You like that? You like what I did to that fridge? Good, I'm glad you guys got to see it. Alright, Hunter Christensen asked, who is your favorite brother? I don't have a favorite brother, bro. I love you all the same. Cody Alto said, what is this? If there's snakes in the grass, what are you cutting? Cut the shit, obviously. I heard there's snakes in the grass, so cut the shit. Look it up on Urban Dictionary. Say hi. Woohoo! Can you blow kisses?
No.
You want a cookie?
Cookie.
Alright, blow kisses. Thank you. Alright, we'll get you a cookie. Andy Dolan asks, who's your favorite on some shit rider and why? And how long did it take you to learn bar spins? Favorite on some shit rider? Definitely not Brandon Began. How long did it take me to learn bar spins? When I first started actually trying them in my dad's shop one night, I learned them the first night. They were ugly as fuck, but I learned them. The real JJ Mack asks, what's your favorite place to vacation? Now, I've traveled to a lot of different places in my 20 years of living, and probably my favorite place I ever went to was Cabo San Lucas in Mexico. And it would have been better if I had my girlfriend or a friend with that liked to do cool things, but overall it was a good time. Parker Christensen, what is your first memory? I remember I was super wet. I was basically swimming through this tunnel, and all of a sudden I saw this bright light, and I poked my head out, and there I was, born into this fucking earth, the pimp daddy that I am. So that's probably my first memory. Another one from Cody Alto, he asked, do you think those snowmobilers really thought we needed a tow truck? Now, what he's referring to here is the time that me and him were trying to drift in my Grand Am, and we got stuck. And a bunch of snowmobilers, probably about 15 of them, stopped and they asked us if we needed help, but then they suggested we get a tow truck instead, so that's what he's referring to there. Sean is OG asked, best camera for under $500. Honestly, you can pick up a Canon Rebel just like I'm using right now, used for under 500 bucks easily. That's probably your best bet, something along those lines. Andy Dolan with one more question said, did Bush do 9/11? Donald Trump. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed the Q&A. Definitely want to do another one. I think this is really fun, so let me know. I'll probably do one of these a week if if I get enough questions. So yeah, thanks for watching. I hope you really enjoyed it, and I just want to say peace out, homie, and keep moving forward.